Look, they're diving off of it. This guy just did a double flip. Oh man. Are they gonna go? There they go. Don't flip. Come on. Tap it. Diving off. One guy did a double flip. Looks like he might be a diver. There he goes. Yeah.
But Aruba had neutral waters for most of that beginning of that war until Germany invaded Holland. Aruba being a Dutch island no longer allowed German boats beyond those waters, so they came out to take over the boat. But the German captain had a different idea. He did not want to surrender his boat, so he lit up the boat on fire, allowed the sea caps open, and down she went. By this time, all members of the boat jumped overboard. All tried to swim back to shore. Unfortunately, though, none of them made it. They were all eaten by sharks on the way there.
Oh, cute.
Now,
They
were captured and sent up in the air for the rest of the war. So what we have here is a 400-foot wreck sitting on his left side, pointing toward land. We are towards the very stern of the boat, and it goes all the way up to that dive boat in the front. So it's a big wreck. So your area for snorkeling will be at the back of this boat, a little bit to the left. You'll see some of it between these two boats. You see some of it in front of that boat. So it depends on you how much you want to swim. But we're only going to swim forward towards shore. Please, nobody out in the open ocean. Before you know it, with the winds and currents, you will be needing a passport and a dictionary how to speak Spanish. So please stay at the back of this boat and forward. Keep in mind, we have a lot more wind out here. With that wind, we'll have surface current 2 to 3 times more than the first one. So if you have some issues in the first one.
All right, so here we are underwater, or in the water, I should say. And so just kind of bobbing around looking at this ship down here. The water was much deeper here, so there wasn't a whole lot to look at. Floating around above the top of this thing for several minutes, and it's you know, the with the GoPro you can't really zoom in, so you're just sort of getting a picture of it from the surface of the water. And so after a couple of minutes, it was kind of, all right, let's move on to the next thing here. So a couple of different pieces of footage here from two different GoPros. One's a Hero 3, one's a Hero 4. And it's hard to tell how deep it is. I would say right there it's probably about 30 feet below us. So it's a pretty neat looking ship there, but you're still far enough away that you can't really see that much, you know, the detail or whatever. When we go on the next cruise, we're going to be using new hardware, the new Hero 5 from the GoPro, and possibly something new from Nikon. And both of those will have much better audio recording capability even underwater, and neither one of them will require the use of a waterproof case because the cameras themselves will be waterproof. So for future snorkeling video, it'd be interesting to see or hear, I guess you should say, the difference between the audio. Again, these are Hero 3s and Hero 4s, so they've got a couple of years on them, but they do well for what they're intended. Again, this water is much deeper, and so it's harder to see. There's a lack of light and so forth. This was pretty cool. I decided to put this in because I didn't even realize he was going to do this. I'm just kind of floating around, and then all of a sudden I see him diving down there. And again, this is hard to say exactly how deep this is, but it's at least 30 feet down. So it was a pretty cool thing to see him slowly down and slowly back up.